Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles. And today, well, we're looking at something that is now quite old, is very collectible and certainly hard to find, especially in this mint unused condition. We are looking at the 2005 release by Downpace Ltd from their series of Star Wars Revenge of the Sith electronic talking mugs. And this particular one we're looking at today is of the Jedi Master Yoda. Now, Revenge of the Sith, as you know, was released in 2005. It was the third installment in the prequel trilogy, which started with The Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones, and finally the Revenge of the Sith. And it was all based on following the life of young Anakin Skywalker, how he became a Jedi and turned to the dark side to become the Sith, Darth Vader, as we all know him from the original trilogy. So the movie ran for I think it was 140 minutes, something like that. So it was released in May 2005. It cost $113 million to make, and it grossed at the box office $868.4 million. So over almost 8 times what it cost to make in netted back at the box office. So there we are, a little bit of a profit there for Mr. Lucas. Anyway, this is the mug in front of us, and it says on the box there, Star Wars, light activated, pick up to hear sounds, and it says electronic talking mug. Okay, that's the front of the box. I'm just going to turn the box round to the side, and you've got the Star Wars Revenge of the Sith logo on the back there, on the side there. And then if we turn it to the back, again it says Star Wars electronic talking mug. Now it shows you how to replace the batteries if need be, and you've got all the warning information and the battery warnings and so on, and so it tells you how to replace the batteries and the tender loving care of your mug. In other words, don't put it in a dishwasher, and remove the battery compartment before washing, and that keep the item in pristine condition and keep it alive and working. There we go to the side, and it says Star Wars again, and then we're back to the front. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the box. I'm going to remove the mug from the box, and let's have a look at it outside of the box, and let's see if it's functioning. Okay, so I removed the mug from the box, and this is what we got. So you can see you've got an image of the great Jedi Master Yoda on the front there. Let's just zoom in to give you a better image. There you can see he's holding that lightsaber aloft. It looks like he's about to attack Palpatine, as he did at the end of Revenge of the Sith. If I turn it around to the other side, you've got the Jedi logo, and it says Star Wars, and you've got the 2005 Lucasfilm copyright information at the bottom there. And back round to the other side, again, you've got another image of Yoda in attack mode. So that is the images on the mug. Now, if we lift the mug up, it's supposed to talk or do something. So let's lift it up and see what happens.
Jedi Master Yoda, you seek Yoda.
There we go. So that is functioning. Jedi Master, you seek Yoda. Let's put it down again.
Size matters not. Look at me. Does me know my size, do you?
Interesting. Okay, so that is the sound box. So it works very simply by picking the mug up. So every time you pick the mug up, it's going to work. So let's turn it over and let's see how it works.
Jedi Master
Okay.
Yoda, you seek Yoda.
So there's a light patch over here. As soon as you take the light off, I'm assuming that's how it works. Maybe it's not. I thought that was how it worked, but if I put it down...
Size matters not.
Yeah.
Look at me. Does me know my size?
So interesting that I thought it was light activated, but as I say, if I put my thumb over it and remove my thumb, it doesn't come back on. So that's interesting. Now the voice box sits in the bottom just like this. It is still attached to with the original holding on there, so you'd have to cut that off. But basically, it just pulls out. You've got the battery slot at the bottom there. You're under the battery, under that compartment to replace the batteries, or take the batteries out if you don't want it to keep making them speaking. So yeah, that's what you would do there. And that handle there is just for you to pull up and just pull it out, or you don't even need to put it in the mug. If you didn't want it to play, then just leave it out the mug. There we go.
Jedi Master Yoda. You seek Yoda.
Okay, so if I keep my hand over it, it will block out all the light by the looks of things. It will work. And then, so let's just try that again. Put my whole hand over it.
Size matters not.
Yeah.
Look at me. Does me know my size, do you?
So it's not just covering up the hole. So you have to cover the whole thing up to for it and remove it. So it does look like it's light activated. Maybe the holes in the top, which I thought was a speaker, maybe they are light activated as well. But anyway, you don't have to have it in the mug if you don't want to. It will probably get a bit annoying every time you pick the mug up. But you can see that's where the slot is, so it doesn't need to be in there. Now, size-wise of the mug, if I just get my ruler on here, we're looking at 4.5 inches, which equates to 11 centimeters. You can just see that. Let me just come out a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So there we are. So 11 centimeters in height, but the drinking area is about 8 centimeters, and the diameter of the mug, outside diameter is 8 centimeters and inside diameter is 7.5 centimeters. So that gives you an idea of the size. If we measure across the mug with the handle, you're looking at 13 centimeters right across. But a lovely design mug, great artwork on it. I say great image of Zoda there, going into attack mode, and the same on the other side with Yoda about to attack. And of course you've got that Jedi logo and the Star Wars logo at the front there. So yeah, terrific mug, as were all of these talking mugs. Very, very nicely designed, and all with authentic dialogue from the movie. Okay, how well did these mugs do? Well, what can I say? 2005, we were dying for this last film to come out. We'd had the first one, which was The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens, the Phantom Menace, which was very well received and very well anticipated. Attack of the Clones, well, even though I thought it was a good film, it was a middle film, so it's kind of like the stopgap between the beginning and the end. So it was okay. It was received fairly well as well, but we was all anticipating how, from that point, Anakin becomes Darth Vader, and so that was what this film was all about, and we were all eager for it. So when it finally happened, we were all geared up. Merchandise was abundance everywhere. Everywhere you went, there was Star Wars Revenge of the Sith merchandise available in all different guises. So everything done remarkably well. I mean, the list is endless of what there actually was, and still is, come to that. But yeah, I mean, everything sold very, very well, and these mugs were no exception. Let's move forward then, 20 years to 2025, which is where we are today. Do these mugs come up very often on the platforms? The answer to that is no. You don't very often see these electronic talking mugs on any of the platforms. I'm assuming that's because, well, you buy mugs to use them, don't you? So you, if you received this mug or you bought this mug, you would have used it. You would have used the voice box, and probably until you got fed up with hearing it every time you picked your mug up. So, and then you would have taken it out. The mugs get worn out. People do end up putting them in dishwashers. The images fade until they're eventually gone. Mugs break. So I'm guessing after 20 years, you know, they're not really made to last the test of time. Although the quality is excellent, they're not really going to last the test of time for something that's being used regularly. So I'm assuming that's why you don't see them very often. This particular one we're looking at, this was an unsold shop stock. So it was held in a shop in the stock room for many years until we went in after COVID and bought out the whole of the shop stock, which included what was on the shop floor plus everything that was in the stock room, the stock room was more like Aladdin's cave for me, because the shop had been around since the 1960s. So there was stuff that went back years and years and years that had never been sold, and they just put in the back of the shop, never thinking that it was worthless, no one's ever going to buy them. Silly really, but great for us. So we've rescued a lot of that old merchandise, and we are making it available to all our customers on the Midas Touch website. And this particular item, well, this also is today, as of today, available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Star Wars items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody. And I'm absolutely positive this is something you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new items which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful electronic talking Yoda mug with me. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next video. So bye for now.